Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2024 BMW X3 M Competition, finished off in Marina Bay Blue. The MSRP is just over $93,000. We have a lot to go over for this competition package on the X3. Let's start off with what this is powered by. This has the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder twin power turbo. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, pumping out 503 horsepower, 457 pound-feet of torque. That power sent through the X-Drive all-wheel drive system, propelling this 4,600-pound SUV from 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. Top speed is 170. So we have a very highly performance-oriented, smaller size SUV. And with that competition package, it provides us with all the gloss black accents up front. There's a forward-facing camera, plenty of cutouts, provide a lot of cooling to that engine. There's LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. And then the front bumper is also extremely distinctive compared to a base X3. There are a lot of cutouts to provide even more cooling, and this model also has the adaptive cruise, so that sensor is down below. This also has the upgraded 21-inch wheels with a two-tone design to them. There's the black M Sport brake calipers too. Trim piece is just behind that tire. There's more gloss black for the power folding side mirrors that have the camera and turn signal. There's also gloss black for the roof racks as well as around the window trim, and very crisp lines, especially at the height of the door handles there. There's a few in the lower side skirt as well as the fender arches front and rear. Now as we work our way to the back, this has the body colored spoiler, gloss black in the lower section with that third brake light. Wiper blade is down below. This also has dark housings for the LED taillights. There's a backup camera, all the sensors, more gloss black, and the quad tip dual exhaust, which we can take a listen to because we have remote start. So let's go ahead and listen to this X3. You can also use the key fob as well to shut it off, and it definitely sounds very good. Now you can use the button on the key fob or the one up underneath for the power lift gate, where it's on the smaller side, but you still have plenty of space. This even has a spare tire, a little bit of storage over on that driver's side. There's the cover. You can put in some items sideways with these cutouts here, and then you can also fold down those back seats to give you that much more space. So this is a practical, smaller size vehicle, definitely very roomy. Now you can also lock and unlock with the back door handles, which is very convenient. And this has the manual adjusting sunshades. There's carbon fiber, more storage down in the lower section, and then the black leather interior with the BMW color stitched on the seat belts. And at 5'10", I have plenty of space. We have heated rear seats, we have auxiliaries, a little bit of storage, all of your climate adjustments too. And right in the middle, there's the armrest. You have two cup holders there, and then you can also fold down the middle seat individually. Now what I love about these back seats is you can actually recline them with that control there. So this is all the way up, that is all the way back for your reference. For a smaller size vehicle like this, that makes it a lot more comfortable to be in the back. Now for the door panel up front, all the same materials. We have the power lift gate, side mirrors, all the window adjustments, and a lot more storage. There's the X3 M Comp badge, and then beautiful sport bucket seats up front. The only manual adjustment is for the leg support. Everything else is automatic. Let's fire this back up though. We have the M Sport steering wheel with all of those colors. It is heated, adaptive cruise like I mentioned earlier. There's volume, tuning, Bluetooth and voice commands, paddle shifters, and then M1 and M2. These are shortcuts that you can set up, so you can have the vehicle in the most efficient setting and then the most aggressive and performance-oriented setting, and toggle between them as needed. Now for the gauge cluster, you have a little bit of info that you can go through on that right side. Everything else is fixed, but it's nice that you can at least go through this quickly to monitor all of that info. And it has the head-up display, shows miles per hour, and the speed limit sign. Now, if I push on the M mode button down below, It's going to change the entire tack. It's going to allow you to go between road, sport, and track. It's also going to make the tack appear on the head-up display. So just depending on how you are driving your X3, there's storage on the left side, all the headlight adjustments, and then for the touchscreen system, you have quite a lot that you can go through. There's all these widgets, just depending on what you'd like to see, and then you have shortcuts on this left side to further get through this info. Now, if we go under car and we go to the M menu, so let's go back. This is how you can configure M1 and M2. So you have engine, transmission, chassis, steering, your engine start, stop, sound control. You can go through, configure those, and then you also have some standard info that you can look at, as well as settings you can go into to configure as needed. You can pull up your owner's manual, go into Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Very user-friendly system. And with the controls down below, you can also use these to further go through everything. Now you can also get into the intelligent safety. So you have all these standard safety features that you can monitor, and then more carbon fiber underneath that with the LCD screen for all the climate adjustments. You have the defrosters and some research on each side, and then this even has heated and ventilated seats. What's nice is that you can use one button to control that, so you don't have two buttons down below being redundant. So it's nice to see that. There's volume and tuning along with presets in the middle, wireless charging with cup holders and some auxiliaries. You can hide that away too. And then let's put this into reverse. So there's the backup camera with the 360 view. So you can use gesture control, or you can just push on these pinpoints to go around the entire vehicle. There's also another top-down view. And then when you put the vehicle into drive, push on this camera button here. Now you have the forward-facing camera. If you push it over to the right one more time, that allows you to shift using the shifter or the paddle shifters. Park is on the backside, along with being able to adjust the transmission. And then we have traction control, parking sensors, engine start stop, M mode like I showed earlier. There's the setup, exhaust note, auto hold, e-brake, as well as a downhill assist control. Plenty of space in the center armrest, as well as the glove box there, and then dome lights are up top. And you have a good bit of visibility. Like I said, it's a small SUV, but it's very easy to see in all directions. And with everything in the most aggressive setting from second gear, here we go. Very light acceleration, but it's still quick and gets up to speed. I love how quick or how slow you can make those shifts depending on the drive that you want. So behind the wheel now for the $90,000 X3, it's a sweet place to be. We have the Harman Kardon sound system. We have a lot of nice materials, a lot of options with how you can spec your X3 too. Wireless charging is an option. There's a few other things, adaptive cruise. Some of those are options that you can go with or without. And we have a beautiful interior. I really can't say much that I don't like about this vehicle. Like I mentioned earlier, I own an X5, and the reason that I bought an X5 was because I get to drive so many X3s and X5s that it was just something that stood out to me compared to other SUVs on the market. So after driving a whole lot of them, it really made me want to purchase one myself, and I went with the X5 just for a little bit more space and the towing capabilities that it does have. Now, if you get the towing package on this, towing's right around 4,400 pounds. So if you have some smaller trailers, maybe a jet ski, something like that, you can still tow with this performance-oriented vehicle. So it's really the best of both worlds, especially if you're not looking for a large size SUV. If you live in the city or you're going places a lot where you don't necessarily want a large vehicle, it's such a small footprint that it's going to be easy to drive, easy to park, and still give you the performance that you want. So it's a lot of money, but also you're really not going to find anything to hate or anything negative about this. The only thing that I will say is for the 24-year model, this doesn't have that larger screen. I am not sure if BMW is doing that in every single model. Personally, I think it would be an overkill on this. With how small the interior is with that massive continuous screen, it might not work that well in this. So I do like the split screen setup that this does have. But it's so comfortable to drive, very smooth. It's not quite that loud, especially when you put it in the efficient setting. And you can drive it like a normal daily driver, then you can take it to some back roads and really have some fun with it. That is going to wrap it up though for the 24 BMW X3 M Comp. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this for me today. Check out their website, give this video a huge thumbs up, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I'll see you all in the next video.